starting now at 6 on News Channel 40 NBC.
The man accused of murdering a Hamilton man and his mother makes his first appearance in court. I'm Phaedra Laird, and coming up, hear why one of the suspect's relatives says he wouldn't put it past him.
The Egg Harbor Township Police Department is looking to make this holiday season special for 50 local children. I'm Josh Sims in Egg Harbor Township, and I'll have the details on that coming up.
Live from the South Jersey News Channel, this is News Channel 40 NBC at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jennifer Husko. Michelle is off. We begin tonight with the man accused of murdering a Hamilton man and his mother making his first appearance in court today. Phaedra Laird explains why authorities are looking for the public's help in finding something that may further help them with their investigation.
The state of New Jersey versus Patrick Latko warrant.
Handcuffed and shackled, 32-year-old Patrick Latko stared straight ahead and said little as he stood before the judge to face murder charges.
I wanted to be in my brother's life 4 years ago, but right about now, he's pretty much dead to me.
Chris Vanata found out Wednesday night that his estranged half-brother was arrested for the November 3rd murders of 29-year-old Ryan Patterson and his mother, 64-year-old Diana Patterson.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Officials say the victims were stabbed repeatedly inside their Hamilton home, shocking many because Latko and Ryan Patterson were friends who attended Penco Tech together. Latko's Facebook profile picture of him and Ryan Patterson was posted just a day after the murders. The same day he posted a message saying how much he missed the man he's accused of killing.
My brother, apparently he's not right in the head.
Sources say a possible love triangle between the two and a woman may have played a role in the slayings, but the prosecutor wouldn't comment.
I'm not going to discuss motive at this time.
Well, authorities won't say much about the case. The prosecutor is asking for help in finding Ryan Patterson's iPhone, which apparently has been missing since the murders.
Do you believe that may have been the phone that was used to dial 911?
I believe there's a strong likelihood that that was the phone used, yes.
As authorities keep searching for the phone, Patterson's family can only search for closure in this horrific crime that's taken two of their loved ones. Thursday afternoon, they came within feet of the man allegedly responsible. Vanata says his heart breaks for them.
I want justice. If he did it, let him rot. Let him pay for his crime, sit in jail for the rest of his life.
In Mays Landing, Phaedra Laird, News Channel 40 NBC.
Latko is being held behind bars on $2 million bail. A former Vineland man charged with trying to murder his mother was indicted yesterday on several charges in connection with the crime. Authorities say 23-year-old David Stone was indicted on charges of first-degree attempted murder, aggravated assault, eluding police, and weapons offenses. The charges stem from the February 3rd stabbing incident in which police say Stone and his 12-year-old brother stabbed their mother, 51-year-old Carol Nicholson, at their home on Adler Lane. Nicholson was treated and released. Stone had previously been released on $150,000 bail, but he faces up to 30 years in prison. The family of a missing Atlantic City girl is still holding on to hope tonight and continuing their search for answers after she mysteriously vanished 9 years ago. 19-year-old Sierra Sweetie Thomas went missing from the Back Maryland section of Atlantic City in November of 2002. Family, friends, and members of the community gathered in the very area she went missing from this afternoon, where her mother, Sheila, brought pink balloons and a board with Sierra's picture to honor her memory. And Sheila is once again asking anyone with information to come forward.
Atlantic City, to me, is not a place that seems to work together, but we need to come together as a community and a neighborhood to help one another to stop these type things.
Sierra's disappearance is an unsolved case that was similar to the abduction and murder of 19-year-old Nadira Ruffin, who was taken from a home on the same block as Thomas. Ruffin's body was later found in Philadelphia's Schuylkill River. 6 people have been charged in connection with her death. A Pennsylvania man wanted for 8 counts of attempted homicide, arson, and burglary was arrested last night at Caesars Casino in Atlantic City. Authorities say 33-year-old Randolph Reisterer of Annville, Pennsylvania, was arrested in the area of the pier, but not before he put up a phone fight. The two arresting officers were injured during the incident. One sustained a broken hand, the other a broken shoulder. Authorities say Reisterer was wanted by the High Spire Police Department, who had issued warrants warning all to use caution around the suspect as he has a violent nature. Reisterer is being held behind bars on no bail. He's additionally charged with aggravated assault on police, resisting arrest, and fugitive from justice. An Egg Harbor Township man is charged today for allegedly stealing copper ground wires from utility poles in the area. Police say 54-year-old Kevin Martin is charged with theft, possession of burglary tools, and tampering with electrical lines after he was found walking back to his car with the items in the area of West Jersey and Broadway Avenues around 11:30 last night. Martin is being held in the Atlantic County Jail on $25,000 bail. Mullica Township Police need your help tonight in finding an elderly man with Alzheimer's who went missing more than a day ago. Police say 64-year-old Joseph Herbert was last seen in the Elwood section of the township around 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Authorities began a canine search this afternoon, but are requesting help from the public in finding Herbert. He's described as a white man standing about 6 feet tall and weighing 140 pounds with green eyes and gray hair. If you have any information, contact Mullica Township Police at 609-561-7600. President Obama has issued a major disaster declaration for some New Jersey towns, including Cape May, for the late October snowstorm that played havoc with roads, trees, and power lines around the state. The declaration paves the way for the release of federal disaster aid for counties such as Cape May, Essex, Morris, and Union. Senators Frank Lautenberg and Robert Menendez, in addition to Governor Chris Christie, had written the president to request the disaster designation. The freak autumn snowstorm dumped 19 inches of snow on some areas. Schools closed, train service was suspended in some parts of the state, and more than 700,000 people were left without electricity, some for several days. Rain gear ruled in New Jersey in 2011, which is going down in the record books as the state's wettest year. The state saw 60.7 inches of rain through the end of November. Tuesday's storm helped eclipse the old record of 59.98 inches set in 1996. It all comes down to August, which received more than 4 times its average precipitation for the month. The state's rainfall was 12 inches above average in August. Most of the precipitation that month came from Hurricane Irene, which drenched flood-prone communities.
Remember, those numbers are for the entire state of New Jersey, and I think it's probably been one of the wettest years ever in Salem and western Cumberland counties, and then a lot of North Jersey as well. For a lot of us, Cape May, Atlantic County, it's been wet, but probably, not even the top 5 of wettest years on record. We had our wettest year a couple years back. All right, no rain today, no rain tomorrow, or over the weekend, or probably early next week as well. 52 over 36. We began December today with more seasonable weather. Not cold, but cooler, more typical of what we expect this time of year. Already 34 in Toms River, 38 in Millville, 40 in Galloway, mid to upper 40s along the shore. It's going to be a cold night tonight, seasonably cold, because skies are clear, winds are going to diminish. So I'm thinking we quickly fall through the 40s into the 30s, and if you're in the Highlands, probably some upper 20s with clear skies. Now, a lot of sunshine. I'm thinking 50s the next couple of days and 30s at night. And then we have a warm up where we left off in November. We'll pick up again in December, as we could do not necessarily 70, but 60 perhaps by the end of the weekend into early next week. Details of South Jersey 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit, Jenny.
All right, thank you, Dan. New Jersey residents would be able to bet on sports games from their home computers under a proposal making its way through the state legislature. A state Senate committee today approved a law that would legalize sports betting in New Jersey, provided a federal ban on it in all but 4 states can somehow be overcome. The idea is to quickly get a bill to Governor Chris Christie, hope he'll sign it, and then have the state file suit to overturn the federal ban on the grounds it is unconstitutional to treat states differently. The bill lets casinos and racetracks offer sports betting. Atlantic City marked the 24th annual World AIDS Day today with a special event designed to combat and make people aware of the deadly disease. Hundreds gathered at the All Wars Memorial Building, where free HIV testing, education, screenings, food, and much more was available. The event is just one of an overwhelming amount taking place around the globe.
So it's an international date where the whole world takes a moment to reflect on individuals who have died from HIV and AIDS.
Since 1988, December 1st has been designated as an International Health Observance Day, as millions of people unite to remember those who died and celebrate those who have won their battle with AIDS. Still to come tonight on News Channel 40 NBC at 6, local law enforcement team up with an area women's center to carry out an angelic and annual holiday tradition. And National Figure Skating Month has a star-studded kickoff today in the city that's always turned on. Those stories and more next.